Trump's inauguration came on the final day of the annual World Economic Forum in the Swiss resort of Davos. And the new US president are not the only seismic shift in global politics the delegates are trying to adapt to. Another challenge, Britain's Brexit. And while the rise of anti-establishment parties across Europe was also looked at as something that could potentially reshape the dynamics of the world economy.
We are also living in a new world. We cannot go back to old policies. We cannot just take recipes which may have worked in the old world, but which will not be appropriate anymore.
The European Union, stable for so long, now has its work cut out.
This is a mission of NATO. I thought they won. The Soviet Union's gone. Why are we even talking about this? Now, I'm not saying it should be dismantled tomorrow, but it's unclear to me what they're really achieving.
The shift towards anti-establishment sentiment was strongly felt during the whole four-day gathering. Delegates expressing their dissatisfaction with the current state of world affairs.
An economic anger, there is a cultural anger which derives from it, there is a social anger.
Lack of trust, lack of hope.
There is dissatisfaction.
Mistrust. Betrayed elites that people don't like.
We have Trump coming there. We have Russia doing something.
Populism scares me.
Nobody knows what this fellow will do. Nobody knows what's happening.
You may agree or disagree with that vision, but that is the challenge that Brexit is posing and that Trump is posing. They have a vision. We don't have a vision in Europe.
Davos is split. In the old guard establishment corner, folks like John Kerry warning Trump won't even last 2 years. That's right, the same establishment who said that Donald won't even win the election. Or very influential Veep Joseph Biden, who in his last major speech, while explaining how the US will never stop leading the world, even had his lights turned off, so he continued talking in the dark.
We are going to retain our position of leadership, because if we don't fight for our values, no one else will.
A large presence of mainstream media at the forum, and CNN is here too, of course, running a scale of uncertainty for a couple of days now.
Choose your pen, a red or a green, for the scale of uncertainty.
Red means more uncertainty?
Yes.
We have certainly were more uncertain.
Right. Now, taking that whole lot on the scale of uncertainty, put your cross. Where are we?
More uncertain.
I'm in the middle.
Undeniably, I'm here because I think we've got huge uncertainties.
We decided to run an alternative scale of certainty because we're pretty certain the old guard like Kerry will leave the scene, and growing numbers here whisper they don't seem to really get the changes happening today. Now, on a scale from 0 to 100, how certain are you that Trump will confront the old world order? Wow. Confident stuff there, 100%.
Russia is on the map. It's, I've seen it today in Davos. It's just on the every agenda. So Russia is like 100 or let's say 99. Russia. Trump, Russia, Brexit.
Wow, interesting, thank you. Well, what about mainstream media, which got Trump's election completely wrong? MSM, around 50%, that's an interesting choice.
People in pretty much every country of the world trust their political leaders less. The only way that I think governments can start rebuilding trust is to start really listening to people, acting fairly, that they're not simply governing for their friends, they're not abusing public power for their own personal interests, and that they're competent, that they know what they're talking about.
The word which is very often used here, Davos, is uncertainties, because everybody understands the need for change, but what kind of change it should be, that's a big question.
Well, delegates in Davos did have the chance to try perhaps a more humbling experience, that of a day in the life of a refugee, a simulation that allows people to apparently see what refugees endure when fleeing conflict.
not let you bring the hell-destroying origin here.
The humanitarian crisis in Yemen is worsening amid the war. An RT Arabic crew traveled to the province of Tiada, where a hospital is struggling with the victims there. I should warn you, the following video contains disturbing images.
عدد الحالات في تزايد مستمر خاصة بعد حدوث العدوان على اليمن. الوجبات الغذائية بالتالي في كثير من العائلات تعتمد على وجبة غذائية واحدة.
ما يعلم به إلا الله. أنا قريب من يوم ما غلق عمري ما قدرت أتعدى. ذي الأعلى أقرد أنا ألم قرية بس. وين في وين ما فيش ربي ألم بحنا من فوق.
Riyadh's bombing campaign in Yemen has left millions on the brink of famine. And amid accusations of war crimes, the coalition still enjoys support from America and the UK. Human Rights Watch right now are calling for an immediate suspension of arms sales to Saudi Arabia. And we spoke with that charity organization. You can watch the interview online right now.